Bama at OU. Tomorrow night, 7 o'clock on ABC. Winner goes to the Rose Bowl. Broducer, I will let you start. What you got?
All right. Well, here we go. I'm glad we opened the show with this one. So, let's think back, Bama fans. Older, younger, doesn't matter. The younger generation really isn't used to losing. They're not used to having these struggle wins and things like that over the last 17, 18 years. We've been kind of spoiled. It's kind of funny watching Bama going. Chad, when can you remember Bama ever going into a high-pressured playoff, type scenario and Bama actually being the underdog? I mean, really.
Few and far between.
Yeah,
very few and
very
far
it's been
between.
quite a minute. Bama's going into this. They've changed the spread again, and now they've given the points to Oklahoma. This is the third time I think they've done that in the last 2 weeks. So now the points are back in favor of Oklahoma to win the game above Vegas. But Bama's going into this thing with a lot of back against the wall. Let's talk about this too. Outside of Alabama fans, nobody else wants them here. Nobody else believes they should have been in the playoff. That adds more fuel to the fire of Alabama going into this game. A lot is against. It's like Bama against the world. We're Tupac right now. It's us against the world, and that's the way it is. We're going into this thing, and we're not expected to win, nor we wanted to. Everybody else is kind of ESPN's already been on. I mean, everybody's picking Oklahoma to win this game. Not too many people have much faith in DeBoer and Alabama this week. And with that said, Bama comes in here, and when you look at the first game with these two, Bama outdid everything. They offensively, Bama. When you look at the numbers, and then you say, "Wait a minute, Oklahoma won the game." It's one of those things. Bama did everything they should have done to win that game, outside of the 3 turnovers. If one of those 3 turnovers don't happen, Bama wins the game. Am I wrong? I mean,
No,
really,
you're right.
One less turnover, Bama wins that game, right? So with that said, give me Oklahoma. I'm taking Oklahoma. DeBoer is 0-2 at Alabama against vegetables, So I'm taking Oklahoma in this one. DeBoer's got to prove to me that he can beat Oklahoma. And until then, I'm taking Oklahoma. So Boomer Sooner. Am I pulling for Bama? Absolutely. You may even want to call this a little reverse psychology, right? Yes, I want Bama to win the game. But until he beats him, until he can, and they got to go to Norman as well. This game is in Norman. So it's going to be tough, man. This game is not going to be a blowout either way. Both of these offenses are struggling. Both of these defenses are great. It's going to be a good defensive game, probably a field goal game. But I'm taking Oklahoma in this one until Bama can prove me wrong. Bama, prove me wrong, please. What you got, Chad?
All right. Well, let me say this. Oklahoma should be favored. There's no doubt about that. So I'll say this. I'll give you just a glimmer of hope for Alabama. And I've got it pulled up here. And I know I'm going to take a hit in the comments. Honestly, I don't care. Okay, Jam Miller, back and healthy. Josh Cuevas, our best middle of the field receiver, back and healthy. Cam Dewberry, Parker Brailsford, 2 of our best offensive linemen, back and healthy. Dijon Lee, corner, back and healthy. And more importantly, Justin Jefferson and Kawhi Russo, 2 of our best linebackers, back and healthy. So with that being said, I will never pick against Bama. Never. I don't care if they're 80-point underdogs. I just can't do it. That's just me. I got too much Bama in me, Paul. So, I'm going to pick Bama to win. Now, with that being said, would I be surprised if Oklahoma wins? No. They've got the best defense in the SEC and the best defense in the country, honestly.
Right.
But I'm going to go in there. I'm going to get behind my boys, and I think we can pull this out. And I'll say this, the winner of this game gets to go and prove the Big Ten wrong.
Right.
So, Sooners, if you win this, I will be pulling for you 100% to beat Indiana. No questions asked.